We're here at Cox Grain Farms at Delta, Missouri. What a beautiful October day we have. The governor of Missouri just came down and presented Jerry with the Agricultural Achievement Award. What a great day and what a great honor. Congratulations, Jerry.
Thank you, Rod.
Jerry, share with us a few of your thoughts on the day and the governor being here.
Well, it was a great day. It was the first time I'd ever really got to meet a governor and have him come to your farm, and he was so accommodating. He greeted all the guests here. It was a very nice day and had some real kind words to say about agriculture and myself. So it was really a great day, and what an honor it was to have the governor here.
He was a very gracious individual, had his wife with him, and was a great afternoon. Jerry, in your acceptance speech, if you will, you shared some of the ideas that you made some changes 10 years ago as you've moved forward and to achieve some of the accomplishments that you have. Could you elaborate on some of those with us? What are some of the specific things you've done to help you move to another level in ag production, corn production specifically?
Yes, Rod. Well, 10 years ago was when I met people from Conklin, and specifically would have been Sheila Livesay, Rod's wife. But we started implementing some of the things, and I guess one of the first things that really caught my eye was the Amplify D product, and that's what I was really interested. But actually the first year we tried several things: the starter fertilizer, Amplify D, and a few of the micronutrients. Starter fertilizer, we row placed it in furrow with the corn. And I guess one of the biggest things we did that year that's really been a backbone of the whole thing was we started taking some soil tests and doing a complete soil test and showing me that not only did I need N, P, and K, but there are some, when you get these high yields, used to we weren't expected to grow but 150 bushel to the acre, and we probably had enough micronutrients in the soil. But now at these 250 and 375 and 300 bushel yields, we have to have everything right. So the soil test is really what got us started. I think was really the biggest thing I did really was started taking those complete soil tests.
You've talked about how you've moved up the yield curve. Tell us about the highest documented yield that you have here on the farm.
Well, our highest documented yield has been 321 bushels. We've actually done that twice. We did it in 2007, and again in 2009 we also hit 321. So that's our new plateau, and we've got to try to get through that. That's holding us right now. That's our upper boundaries right now. So we're always looking though for new ideas and trying new things, and believe me, I got things on the drawing board. I'm going to be trying to see if we can't get on through that. This year was a little challenging, just like it was all over the nation as far as growing corn, but we didn't do bad. It just wasn't as good as we're been used to.
Jerry, talk to us about your farm average. What did it do between 2001 and 2009?
Well, our farm average actually when I first started using Conklin products was 160 bushels to the acre, and since then we have raised those averages up to 220. So in that time frame we've raised our average yield to be 60 bushels to the acre.
Part of that attributable to new hybrids, part of that to some other changes, and part of it attributable to prescription application?
Absolutely. The prescription application, I think, is the key thing there. Giving the plant exactly what it needs. And since I started with Conklin, we've implemented some new things too. We also have started in about 2003 doing some tissue testing and foliar feeding. I didn't start with that right away, but that seemed to take us to the next yield level. We raised our yield level, but then when we started doing the tissue testing, the foliar feeding, we went to a whole new level then.
Jerry, if you would share with me, kind of as a separate quote, I know you attend the Pro Ag trainings frequently, multiple times a year, both 1 and 2. Give me a synopsis as to why a guy who's sitting out there would want to take 2 days and go to one of the Pro Ag 1 trainings. What can they reasonably expect to get out of that? Why should they do it?
Well, there's numerous reasons you should do it, but I guess, going, even though people farm all their life and farmers are just a creature of habit, what they've always been doing, that's what they continue to do. But I think, it kind of explains to you why I'm doing now works, with the row placement of the fertilizer, why it's so much more efficient than broadcasting it out here. And talk about the micronutrients and the role they play, in the corn development. So there's a multitude of reasons why a person should go to the pro ag trainings. I think probably, I've learned as much. They have done me just as much as good as what the products themselves have. I mean, you can have all the products in the world, but if you don't know how to use them and don't use them correctly, they're not going to do you much good. And that's the reason a lot of people say, well, I tried that, but it didn't work.
What about, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, at the pro ag trainings, they try to teach you the correct way to do things. And I think that's huge.
What about the value? What would the value be of just the opportunity to network with other guys there, other growers that you meet?
Oh, that's tremendous. Anytime. I enjoy going to field days and those ag meetings you have, showcases, the pro ag trainings. Anytime you can get around a group of farmers, they're all sharing ideas that they've done and things that they've seen. And, you more than likely will pick up a tip or two at one of these meetings that might help improve your yield.
Absolutely. Jerry, I'd just like to say again, on behalf of the Conklin Company, thanks for everything you do for us. Congratulations on your award, and congratulations on a good year, and we look forward to next year being even a better year.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you.